We're going? We're going, alright. So, I'm back out here again. I got a day off. It's going to be the only one for a while. I got a lot of work coming up ahead of me. So yeah, we're on to this. Actually, we're down here. I have already glued the heads together like that. Now what I've decided though, which I still have to put the eyeballs in, but what I've decided is I'm getting a bigger set of magnets. So I'm going to put a magnet right there, probably about where that is. I'll probably have to shade the magnet down too, but I'm going to put a tiny magnet there, and then right there, that little hole lines up inside there, right? So it's going to be like that. Yeah, there we go. And of course the eyeball will be here. So I'm going to put a magnet so that I can take this off and put on the other one should I choose. And if it doesn't work out, fuck it. I'll decide ahead. Actually, this one, I just noticed it while looking in the camera. I don't really see it here, but when I turn it around, it looks like a very thin Master Chief head, which is cool with me. So, alright, and what I've been doing actually is if I have to go over this and sand again, I will, but I've actually just been trimming the excess off, and it does a pretty good job, honestly. But I'll probably, after these get the magnets, before they get painted, I'll probably go through and just touch it up. Because I came out here ready to move to the next part, and I noticed I haven't actually trimmed up the guns yet, so that's something else I gotta do. I don't really want to bog down while I file too much. The good thing is, though, is I've noticed while doing this, sometimes you have a hole, like that was a hole, and then I just sanded it, and as I sanded it, I got the flakes, and I'm able to just get those flakes in there and even do that, and it's like magic, man. It just fills right in. Look at that, it's amazing. So yeah, I said I didn't want to do this, and here I am digging into it. I'm even getting quiet. I almost expect to be joined by Ira, which is cool, because then we can get into a little lore. Look at this. I'm sloppy. Yeah, I still got that above there, blocking it out. Look at this, sloppy. See that nub? What I'm doing is let's see, without cutting myself, can I do it? Just real thin slices. Just real thin slices. Just getting it flush. And then I don't have so much, look at this. I don't have so much sanding down. And this way I'm also able to curve it. Whereas the sanding, like filing it down for the most part, wants to It wants to just flatten it out. And here I'm able to use real delicate fingers and just sort of chip it away. If one side's higher, just shorten that side. There. We'll go with that. I'll do that some other time. So yeah, now let's... I'm just going to grab my whole plate here. Just in case I drop these pieces. I dropped it earlier and freaked out. Thought for sure it was going to just roll away. Okay, yeah, I got those done. The back pieces. Which Ira is thinking that this is no support system, but these two would be one of the support systems. But the book doesn't actually say. All it lists is it lists the support systems here, and they sound like they could be this, but like this piece, it's an antenna, right? Well, there's an advanced targeting system, a drone controller, early warning override, maybe multi-tracker, a target lock, a velocity tracker. I would think an antenna could do all of those things. And then this one, you know, looks like rockets coming out his back. Could very easily be a counter defense system, which would be kind of cool. There's also a shield generator and a stimulant injector, but I don't think any of these pieces look like that. Also, I'm gonna try to do this fairly quick because it's still fucking cold. It's like 40-something degrees outside, so it's not terrible. But I'm in my Hawaiian shirt inside a cold garage. So we got our glue. And see, like these, I didn't file this down because they're round. I don't want to flatten those edges out. So that one still catches quite a bit. So I just cut the nubbies off. I can tolerate that one. The rest seem fine. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to glue those eyeballs before you glue these. However, my fat fingers were not having it. So what I'm going to do, because it's a tight squeeze, I'm going to get this glue down inside here. And then I'm going to push that in as hard as I can. Not as hard as I can, obviously. Okay, so we got our glue right in the spot, right in the moneymaker. And the hardest part I was having while I was practicing this theory of mine was I kept turning the eyeball when I got it pushed down. Come on, I also happen... Come on. Come on, push. Push, there we go. Okay, he's in. It's not pulling it apart as bad as I thought it would. So that's a good thing. And see, I figure if I'm going to do the magnets, the best thing to do, there we go. Perfect. Because I'm going to have to take a Dremel in there and sort of open that up a little bit. Or actually, this just occurred to me. If I can, if I can just drill a hole basically from there, where that peg is that matches inside, drill a hole right there through it. And then I can just inlay the magnet, so the magnet will just slide nice and neat inside. Because they're tiny. They're dinky tiny magnets. So I can do that. And then do basically the same thing here where that hole for the peg is. And it should just click right in. It's amazing. I love it. And you see, the eye is a little crooked. But I mean, you're on a battlefield. Like, he's not going to be looking straight. You know what I mean? Like, even if he's this way, that eye could be over here. Or, you know what I mean? So I'm okay with this imperfection. So let's set that over there with our to be magnetized items. Let's do up our next one. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. And let's try this again. Let me show you how freaking delicate this is. Okay, so see, I gotta get this turned and pressed in. Okay. Oh, bam, bam, money shot. Oh, damn. Oh, goodness. I gotta hold this one. There's a tiny gap between the helmet and the eye, but that glue should connect it. I just gotta hold it long enough, make sure it's not all gonna pop apart, pop out, and roll across the floor. I think that's it. Set that helmet over there. All right, so let's get rid of this plate. All right, move all this. You can always tell when Ira comes in to my area because he moves shit. It's not like that big of a deal. But you can definitely see like my organization compared to his. And I'm not saying he doesn't have it. You can see he does have organization right here and everything. It's just not my organization. And okay, so before I go to the next part, before I go to the legs, real quick, I want to show you guys what I found today. Some of my old stuff. Got my Fallout poster back. I have this thing, you know, Justice League of America. I have some of you loot box people might recognize these. I love them. The Day the Earth Stood Still, War of the Worlds, which is, I actually really am a huge fan of War of the Worlds. I read that book when I was in like 3rd grade or something like that, something ridiculous. Okay, I got these during the Civil War II excitement a few years ago, a couple years ago, 2 years. This was before it was revealed that Civil War II was lame, but I love the artwork. I love the artwork on these more than I love the artwork from the actual comics. Let's see, I'll get that next. I have, from John Boy, my Voltron poster. Of course, it's the new Voltron, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Of course, you're talking to a guy who watches Ultraman. So, I got my Rebirth poster, which is one of my favorite ones. And this was a flyer from a comic book guy. Actually, I talked a lot about him in my comic book reviews video. Comic book review videos. Jesus Christ. And the place that I was working at did fundraisers and whatnot. And he had just opened up. He was back in this like outlet. And the only people that really went back there were the people that went to Tin Gym. So not people who you'd find at a comic book shop. And so he just wasn't getting like the word out. So I said, hey, we have a car show coming up. If you do a few flyers, you hand out some Freddy coupons. That tells you where I work. You hand out some Freddy coupons, I'll hand out some of your flyers. And this is what he gave us. Got 10% off an entire purchase with this coupon. And for every 2 back issue comics purchased, get one for the same or lower value. Of course, he did Deadpool. Deadpool came out that year. There's a bunch of other stuff. He talks about his subscription, which I was a subscriber, of course. And it was Frank. Frank is such an amazing guy. I really would. He had to close it down due to health issues. So he was only open 3-4 months, and he had some health issues that he couldn't afford to keep the business open and take care of his personal health, which I understand. But I still think if he just let me in there, I could have really turned that place around for him. But he couldn't afford to pay me, and I got 3 kids. I need to get paid. So yeah, but so this is now a poster for me. This is like a big memory for me, and I'd like to get it framed in honor of Frank, who I hope is doing fantastic. He messaged me Thanksgiving, me and my buddy John, because we were like his biggest supporters and everything, and he messaged us Thanksgiving, said Happy Thanksgiving, and after that I haven't spoke to him, and sort of just lost contact. And his name's like Frank. Oh God, Frank, if you see this, I'm so sorry. Garcia, I think his name's Frank Garcia. I have his business card around here somewhere, but it's not exactly the easiest name to type in on Facebook and get the right guy. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got one more poster. This is a special poster to me. I was explaining it to Ira. You want to talk about shitty movies? I'm a fan of shitty movies. However, I'm also an Indiana Jones fan. Check this out. Bam! Crystal Skull, motherfucker. You can say what you want about that movie. Still Indiana Jones, still valid. If somebody was to tell me that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is not canon in Indiana Jones, I'll say, fuck you. It may be shitty. It's still part of the story. No matter where they go with that story, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull deserves to be along that line. I'm not a big fan of Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom's good. Short Round was amazing. The girl's funny. Everything about it's fine. I just get tired of it. It's kind of a darker one. They're trapped in a building. It's not like the Ark or Jesus Christ. The other two. 1 and 3. It's not like 1 and 3 where it's this open world sort of globe trot. It's not. They didn't really globe trot, you know what I mean? But they were out. Temple of Doom, they were in one thing for the majority of it. Like they go from, was it Japan, to India or wherever the fuck it is. It's just not my favorite. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull may not be your favorite, but it did have nice things about it. So, all right, let's get back to work. Since I've deviated to defending Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I'm now lowering myself to the point where I am defending shitty movies. You should not defend shitty movies. They're shitty, but they can have good story and shitty actors. They can have shitty actors good actors, shitty story. There's got to be something entertaining in them, and I find that with Crystal Skull. I find a lot of the Crystal Skull, like Shia LaBeouf and Indy fighting the tribal guys in the ruins during the rain. That was cool. The run when they're being chased by the Russian mobs or whatever, kind of cool. There's plot holes, I think it's most people's issue. Let's do our feet. All right. So our feet are 44. So, yes, 44. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at that. I got to clean up so much just off of those toes. 46, which is this piece, which should come off fairly simple. Pow. And 46. Ow, give me my finger. 46 should come off fairly easy. And then let me go ahead and pop these off. Boop. Alright. Those are next. So let's put the lid on the glue so I don't fuck something up. Where's my other glue? He don't have it, that's good. It's not in my cabinet either. So I bet it's inside from where I cut myself. By the way, healed up nicely. After 2 days of having the super glue on, actually, it looked pretty good. And I took it off. Wouldn't it be cool to give this guy like some talons? I'm not going to. Not there yet. Maybe the next one. Okay, so here's a problem that I don't have much control over. That right there is a little deeper than I'd care to. I can't really sand that down without getting rid of some foot because it's the edge. So the feet may not be perfect. However, if I do at my base, that might be cool. Hello, Tiffany.
Hello, Jerald.
You're lucky it's not a stream. It's pre-recorded. So there's nobody there. So what can I do for you?
Nothing. I thought you'd just see my hair.
Ah! No, I'm kidding.
That's not funny. Turd.
Your hair looks nice. How are the kisses?
I'll show you. The picture I took of Charmin is absolutely the greatest picture ever.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Their hair is very red.
Yeah, I'd say so. Shit. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
That one turned out alright. Not too bad. Managed to get it fairly even. Probably a little bit of sanding on that one. I don't know why I set it there. Do you want to see the pieces?
Yeah.
I got the head done. Mostly. I have a pretty elaborate way in which I'm going to make the head swappable once you allow me to buy my magnets.
Buy your magnets next check.
I plan to. I'm gonna have overtime.
But remember, we still gotta get a place down in Indy.
Shit!
Unless you know somebody down in Indy we can stay with.
Nope.
Me neither.
Ask Kevin Smith.
Ask Jason Mewes. Be like, you held my child.
That's not fair.
It is. So my fingers are pink.
Of course they are.
Our poor car.
Fuck that car.
Oh, let me
There's
see the pieces.
peanut butter over there for you. I got this head
Nice.
and this one.
Okay, I want to file a complaint with management.
Which management?
You two. I just smacked your youngest. smacked your youngest because she had climbed up onto the cabinet and got a pair of scissors.
Jeez.
Because she had to cut herself loose because she got her diaper caught on the cabinet door. And rather than help their little sister, your two older children are so engrossed in their tablets that they couldn't take the scissors away from the toddler. They couldn't help the toddler get unstuck from the cabinet door. They had to go find an adult. So I whipped your toddler for getting into the cabinet, number one.
Completely fine.
And then I proceeded in telling the other two to get the toddler a new diaper because she had partially cut her diaper off.
That's why I wish she wasn't so damn smart.
Right?
It's like she shouldn't know that she can cut her diaper. Like that should not be a thing.
Yeah.
She should.
She shouldn't know how to climb.
No.
That was my biggest complaint with Bug was he shouldn't know how to climb.
So I'm about to get tattled on.